Hello, everyone, and welcome to Original Content Self-Inflicted. I'm your ghost with the most spooky, and I am joined today with just Mr. Beam.
Hello.
And today we are returning to our old friend, the Death Battle Fanon Wiki. We have not
Yeah.
been here in a good couple of months,
Yeah, and
to
for a good while.
for a good reason. Uh, but today we're looking at a very special story. Uh, Lincoln Loud versus Horrid Henry. Now, before this, I had no real concept of what Horrid Henry. Apparently, it's like a British children book series.
It's a British cartoon and it fucking sucks. It's awful.
It's
Uh,
like Caillou.
uh, it's better than Caillou, I'll give it that, but yeah, it's dumb for me.
Uh,
But we're gonna
well, yeah,
see.
it's for little babies.
Yeah, and those.
God, imagine being a grown ass man who's in the show for little babies.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's time for us to pit this baby show character with another baby show character, Lincoln
It's fucking.
Loud.
I fucking. I've said it before. I don't know if I don't know if this will be to come out before or after. I fucking hate the Loud House. I hate the Loud House with every fiber of my being.
Yeah.
Such a fucking mediocre show.
He hates Loud House as much as Bob hates fucking Rocket Power. It's like our Rocket
It's such
Power.
a mediocre show, but it has such a fucking cult like following.
Yeah.
Whatever. Loud House. Anyway, listen. But not only that, that's not the only reason doing this. It also features a familiar face, kinda.
Silver Rangers 1827. I don't
Yeah.
know who what this guy wrote.
But the Loud House versus Horrid Henry. While only young kids, these two boys have shown that they're more than certainly capable of hatching all sorts of plans to improve their regular lives and make sure everything goes smoothly. What they haven't used these smarts for, though, is an all-out brawl. And in the end, one will have their life ended prematurely. Jesus.
Maybe the whole reason why they didn't use it for an all-out brawl is because they're fucking kids.
Yeah,
Anyways,
because they're kid shows.
we're gonna get started here.
Here he is.
Introduction. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Silver the fucking Hedgehog.
Silver the Hedgehog, and
And
do I see who I think I see?
uh,
No,
kept you
no.
waiting.
I fucking forgot about this. God damn it. So instead of like the regular whiz and boomstick, we got like
Sometimes Death Battle Fanon people will use their OCs. And
yeah,
it just so happens that one of these OCs shares a name with another OC that we are all big fans of. Well,
yeah.
I am.
We're all familiar with. Anyways,
I swear we'll cover more Road Rage. I swear.
yeah. And more will probably be out by the time this video comes out, but whatever.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. The common belief out there is that kids are, to put it lightly, stupid humans with no morals or common sense. And judging from some of the children you can find in fiction, you wouldn't be too far off because kids are objectively stupider than adults.
Yeah, because their fucking brains are tiny and, wrinkleless.
Yeah. Wrinkleless? Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's like wrinkles are like what makes your brain smart or something. Unless you brought these two planners and schemers into the mix, one with a heart of gold that cares for his family and friends, and the other a spoiled brat who is more than willing to harm or embarrass his family for his own gain. And they have the distinction of being American and British, so we're gonna go to war again. Fucko. Lincoln Loud, the brother of 10 sisters from the Loud House.
Horrid Henry, Britain's most horrid child yet.
He's Silver and I'm Maverick.
Yo, I'm getting so excited.
Yeah.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to see who would win a death battle. Mario versus Ryu, what the fuck? Gotta keep an eye out, see if there's any interesting matchups over here. Anyways. Yeah, Yeah. Lincoln Loud. This is your favorite character, Spooky.
Ugh.
Hold up. Shit. What happened? Alright, whatever. You can imagine how hectic it is to live in a house with siblings, each one fighting, being loud, obnoxious, taking things from other siblings that aren't theirs, and most of all, making a mess for their parents to clean up after. However, while many put up with this from 1 to 3 siblings, none have it worse than Lincoln Loud.
Yeah, 1 to 3 siblings? Try fucking 10! Lincoln here is the only boy in his family, consisting of his 10 sisters. His dad is dead.
His dad is fucking dead. He is gone. He dropped, he laid that egg, and just bolted.
From youngest to oldest, Lily, Lisa, Lola, Lana, Lucy, Lynn, Luan, Luna, Lenny, and Lori.
We didn't need this information.
I don't fucking care. Basically, each of Lincoln's sisters have their own traits, and let's just say that some tend to get on the bad side of Lincoln's list of things to encounter.
Take, for example, his middle school sibling, specifically 14-year-old Lynn. Lynn is an incredibly sporty girl, but by sporty, we mean she has a tendency to engage Lincoln at random in a wrestling outfit we don't care, and roughhouse him. Or on the other half of the age spectrum, we have Lisa, with her explosive science experiments that put her family at risk. We don't fucking care. All in all, the Loud House is a very dangerous place to live in, but Lincoln is more than just your typical boy who reads comics and plays video games.
You know how there's that common belief that kids are dumb as fuck? Yeah, well, Lincoln here is the antithesis of that stereotype. Every day, this boy's hatching up a plan to try and benefit him and make his day and even his sisters better. Whether it's trying to nab the perfect spot in the van, or just trying to be the first up to go to the bathroom early in the morning, Lincoln's taking the necessary precautions wherever he goes.
You know, when I think of smart kids, Lincoln and Horrid Henry are the last people I think of. I think of fucking Dexter or Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
Why can't we have a matchup like that?
People do want that.
It's a cool matchup. I'll say
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I mean, it's Nickelodeon versus Cartoon Network. It's got that legacy going for it.
Yeah. Being an intelligent kid is not all Lincoln has up his sleeve, however. Especially when you take this account that Lincoln has some surprisingly useful equipment for something like fighting. He never fights with it. For starters, and this connects to his intelligence, Lincoln can do something akin to Frank West and utilize his surroundings to help him in a plan while in the middle of a situation that he's creating said plan for.
So he can duct tape 2 chainsaws to the opposite ends of an oar and use it as a weapon.
Well, he can utilize his surroundings to help him. That's like everybody in the world.
Sun Tzu's like hitting his fucking head like, damn, why didn't I think of that?
Sun Tzu fucking hanged himself when he read this, man.
Yeah, it's like, god damn it.
Why didn't I think of it?
Fuck! Like fucking Snoop Dogg going, fuck! Yeah, like using objects to get him out of a nasty situation or to help his siblings in their regular problems. In short, Lincoln here is an improviser and can hatch ideas on the fly. Pop-up. Lincoln's resourcefulness has even captured the praise of his little sister Lisa, who despite her age of 4 is a talented scientist that has been seen teaching in universities and is a highly regarded genius.
Oh, God. Not that Lincoln focuses entirely on his surroundings and how to defuse a heated situation with what rests around him, the kid does in fact have his own items, stuff that he's also used alongside his best friend, Clyde. While they may look like mere toys at first, Lincoln and Clyde have their own personal spy gear.
Fucking what?
Fucking what?
What?
What? Like I said, Maverick, they may look... It's funny to say... I'm having an image of Silver the Hedgehog saying, like I said, Maverick, they may look to be mere
Maverick,
toys.
I think we're going to have to kill this. Like, Maverick's like, I think we're going to have to kill this guy, Silver.
Damn it.
Please, someone draw that. I will
Yeah.
love you forever in a platonic way.
But this set of equipment actually has some uses. For context, in a season 5 episode, they wouldn't say this. One of the more recent ones, new neighbors moved next door to the Loud House. Despite skepticism from Lincoln's family, turns out that Lincoln's belief was correct. That belief being that they were super spies.
Reading off of Silver's lines on the script, apparently this family of spies wanted Georgia peaches to take over the country, and Michigan cherries were the first on their hit list, and they're using pretty good tech to do so. Yeah, I don't want to know. This show sounds like a horse ass.
God, and the rest of the story is just making fun of the Loud House.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like the the fucking DVD commentary of A Series of Misfortune Events by Nickelodeon.
Yeah, just them fucking shitting all over it.
The point is, during the raid on the new neighbors and the foiling of their plans, Lincoln's toy spy kit contained a laser device that cut a square through that solid metal of the neighbor's computer. He would have fucking died, which helped
Yeah.
in stopping the scheme. While it may look like a toy laser, this thing is anything but.
Funnily enough, in the same episode, Lincoln managed to temporarily trap the family in place through the use of his mud trap boots, which shoot out sticky mud. Unfortunately, it didn't last because they smoke bombed their way into escaping. Remember when this show was somewhat down to earth?
Mud trap boots?
Oh yeah.
How
Yeah,
the
don't
fuck?
you have them?
How the fuck do you use that?
Fucking don't act like you don't have a pair.
No, I don't, because this is word garbage. I would
Sucks
have
to be you.
been making fun of the story for like writing this, but this is actually in the show.
Yeah.
God. Yep. Wait. Oh yeah. Yep. But things change, Maverick. Another piece of equipment. Lincoln has a toy pincer. While Lincoln can use to pinch items away from an unsuspecting target, and the next piece of offense Lincoln has at his side is a toy ghost blaster based on a ghost hunting show of which Lincoln watches.
Ghost Blaster? This same toy was once used by Lincoln when trying to solve Laurie's college golf ghost problems. Seriously? Ghosts and spies? What's next? Superheroes? What were they thinking?
What were they thinking? What Maverick is trying to say is that this toy is actually capable of blasting holes into ceilings and wooden bookshelves, making this apparently plaything an actual blaster. We call that a shotgun. Trust me,
Yeah.
the madness doesn't actually end there, because Lincoln also has a magic kit that he used in his middle school talent show.
It's just your typical rabbit out of the hat kind of trick set. But there's one little thing that Lincoln uses that kit for. Smoke screen disappearances. So basically, like Batman, then yes, Batman is the only character to ever use smoke screens.
Yeah, the only person. Not too far off. It's more colorful smoke than Batman's. Shocker. For one, and Lincoln doesn't always use it to great effect when, say, in front of his siblings. Not that they're going to be around to watch Lincoln actually engage in a fight with another kid, especially given their tendencies to interfere with a bully of Lincoln's. Jesus Christ. Pop up.
Here, you do this.
Well, Lincoln has a cart stocked with weaponry from Nickelodeon Kart Racers 2 and a water gun capable of harming SpongeBob SquarePants in Super Brawl Universe. That was a Flash fighting game. Both of those games are non-canon crossovers, and as such, they are omitted.
Good.
Be stupid.
Believe it or not, though, Lincoln doesn't always need weaponry and gadgets to help him get around, as he himself has one tough cookie. He is athletic, being capable of pulling off fast rolls, diving over and ducking under obstacles in quick succession. Hell, he can even do some wicked cool spy tricks as well. Fuck, I'm having a stroke.
Such as his ability to be pretty stealthy, even being able to fit into tight spaces like vents, and hang down from them like with a rope. Like when he invaded his elder sister Lori's room to delete a message from him off her phone, though the rope has a tendency to snap at the worst occasion.
So Lincoln can move swiftly? Awesome! I'm surprised he doesn't get the better of Lynn more often. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I figured out figured out where the pain resistance comes from. OOP. Meant to mention that yet. Oop, we're not meant to mention that yet.
This is very funny.
This is dumb.
The best example for that is a scene where he goes into Lori's room. For someone that reads my script, you sure do forget key details on them. Anyway, you're lucky because Lincoln's durability is actually our next point to discuss. And that begins with his sister, Luann. Why?
So it should be pretty obvious that Lincoln is just as durable as his sisters. After all, he's able to brawl with them a lot and survive their vicious fighting when he gets involved. So with that in mind, there's this one time where Luan essentially got yeeted into a fucking billboard.
And by yeeted. And by yeeted, Maverick really means yeeted. Surviving slamming into a billboard is no simple feat. Such a thing occurring in real life would at least paralyze the victim, or at worst, outright kill a human being. I think you're giving them way too much credit. But the Laos are no mere human beings trapped in our rules and logic. The entire group of siblings are capable of surviving Lisa's chemical explosions. Explosions which are powerful enough to blow the roof off the Loud House.
What the fuck? The Loud House? That's 0.025 tons of TNT, ain't it?
This is highlighted, and this goes to
the link. It goes to, I believe, the Versus Battle Wiki. Lisa's explosion, where they fucking... I ain't reading all that.
Yeah, what's this?
What the fuck?
Another link. Loud House explode... we're not... No.
This is dumb.
Oh, what are those other articles? Son Goku attack potency, etc. Okay, whatever. It's whatever. Of TNT, ain't it? For anyone more suited to tiering terms, that's considered small building level. An incredible feat coming from a bunch of kids. Certainly. However, Lincoln's been through the ringer more often than his siblings. For example, take this one time where Lincoln got crushed by a giant ball of objects consisting of an anvil, a refrigerator, a couch, tires, and a whole lot more. And this is no outlier either.
Luann's April Fool's pranks are things that Lincoln got in the way of to prevent his visiting girlfriend from being one of the victims. Try surviving getting mauled by raccoons, twice, being hit nearly everywhere by mousetraps, being punched by a spring-loaded boxing glove after slipping at high speeds, and being thrown into the ceiling of a house. Funny how, in the context of the previous episode, which featured gods and stalkers playing spirit users, this is the feat I'm more amazed by. This show sucks.
God. It's okay, man. It's okay. We're here for you.
I know.
We'll help you get through the trauma of fucking Loud House.
Yeah.
Anyways. Lincoln can also keep up with a high-speed school bus and is comparable to his friend Clyde, who ran from his house to Lincoln's in a matter of seconds. Lynn also has shown instances of appearing as a blur when running, making herself pretty fast.
Pop-up. Given that Lynn is more energetic than Lincoln, it would stand to reason that he's not as fast as Lynn. However, scaling to Clyde would make him around the same speeds anyway, so this doesn't matter in the long run.
So why do you need a pop-up?
Yeah, don't bring it fucking up. But you're forgetting his greatest feat of all. One so great that it can never be topped by any deity or all-powerful being that will appear on the show. Lincoln Loud survived Canada. Ooh, haha, funny.
The worst rated episode of the show.
Yeah.
which
Well, I mean,
included
the show survived that.
it continued to dwindle in popularity, which included being dragged through snow and being frozen in a block of ice. Yeah, if there was any
Your
doubt
babies
that
are in blocks of ice.
if there was any doubt that Lincoln was pretty decently strong, that should be gone now. Still, despite Lincoln's intelligence and his extraordinary feats, the kid is definitely not perfect.
Uh, fuck. Sometimes his plans go wrong, though this is more due to the interference of his sisters rather than his own ineptitude. He's also not really that much of a fighter. In all honesty, preferring to take the hit from the likes of Ronnie Yan rather than fight back. But hey, you can't take that away from his chances. Yando Mamoru wasn't a fighter and had a massive lack of fighting experience. Look how that turned out. Yes, but that's an anime.
He wouldn't fight
That's
back is because she's a woman. You don't hit a woman.
yeah,
That's
you fucking also comparing. It's a bit ridiculous to compare Loud House to fucking Sailor Moon.
yeah. It's like, hey,
Wait, no,
Suki,
he's not.
would
Wait, no,
you?
he's not from Sailor Moon. He's from fucking. He's from Inazuma 11. He plays fucking soccer.
Well, let's take like let's do an example with the characters in the background here. Would you hit her?
Who? Yang?
Yeah.
No, she punched my head off my shoulders probably.
Would you hit her up here?
Probably not.
Would you hit Superman?
I'd probably break my hands if I hit Superman.
Would you hit Sonic?
Yes.
In fact, you would murder him.
Yeah, I would. I'd hit him and all his brains would come out. Then I'd hit
Indeed.
him again and he'd die.
Lincoln's not a pacifist, though. He's engaged in brawls with his sisters before, and isn't one to shy away from a fight that easily. I don't know if that's honest. I mean, his wounds are going to end up healing in a few minutes, as they do in the show, so it's not too detrimental to him.
However, while he's certainly been through a lot of pain and trouble, Lincoln is still human after all, and can still be put down through regular means. Not that his opponent is packing heat or anything, but a well-placed projectile or hard-hitting object can still take him down. His his insane durability and his cunning is there to make him make a point, though.
At the end of the day, Lincoln appreciates and loves his sisters dearly. What a nothing sentence.
Yeah, and if the fan is anything to go by, maybe a bit too much. Don't say he loves them. Speak of the devil. Don't say he loves them. You know what some people in the fandom ship and who they ship between. Don't encourage them.
You're on a Fanon wiki.
Yeah.
Again, Lincoln appreciates and cares for his sisters dearly, and if anything threatens their safety, such as Luann's pranks and other sources such as school bullies, Lincoln is always likely to be the one there to stick up for them. While he may not always get on with them, he's trying to fuck them. Lincoln Loud has proven numerous times that he is a good brother to have around.
Here, you voiced Lincoln's quote.
If I had to worry about my sisters every time I wanted to do something, I'd never do anything.
Now we're on to
Martin Luther King. Great quote. The King. The King, baby.
Anyway, Horrid Henry time.
Here we go.
It's safe to say that Britain is a weird set of isles compared to the U.S., right? I mean, they do things so differently over there, and their people are certainly different too. Not that different.
It's not like all of them are black. Or like, have different... We speak the same language there.
Yeah.
We speak the same language, and we kind of have the same ideals as society, at least. Well, we certainly different, too. Yeah, sure. They eat fish and chips, we eat fried fish and fries. One of the stereotypes is that Britain people are patient and posh, drinking tea and reading the paper in bars they call pubs. The common thought is that British people are of higher class and have higher standards, and in return to that, I say that you have never met someone like Horrid Henry.
Pop-up. Funnily enough, Henry's writer and creator is American herself.
Oh, okay, so it's just racist.
I, I, I don't know if I go that far.
Well, something like that.
I,
Stereotype.
stereotype, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep, Horrid Henry and his family are far from what you'd call nice and patient. The parents have a tendency to shout their heads off. Perfect Peter is a snobby little bastard, and above them all, accurate to his nickname, Horrid Henry is a horrible child. Every day, the kid makes life a living hell for his friends and family, whether it be constant fighting with his next door neighbor, Moody Margaret, or making the teachers at school waste their precious time hounding detentions on him like they're giving out free samples at a store.
Funny. Henry is a child with a massive tendency to throw fits when things don't go his way. He plays his music obnoxiously loud and pretty much throws his brother around like a rag doll, like Gmod.
Not that I blame him.
And he acts entitled, believing that everything should fall into place for him. However, while his character flaws may be detrimental to his chances at being a respected person in the future, Henry's heart is in the right place for most of the time.
Looking at Margaret acting worse than him, for an example, yeah, Henry may be a brat and all, but he's not actually too bad of a kid. Much like his opponent, Henry here kind of shuts down the stereotypes of kids being stupid. He's an intelligent planner and able to come up with ideas on the fly to benefit him in certain situations.
Indeed, like Lincoln, Henry is capable of using key surroundings to enact his ideas cool, and when he puts his mind to
Ooh.
something, you know for sure that you're not going to have a hope of stopping him. Henry is more than just an improviser, though, as he's quite capable of being manipulative and getting people to fall for whatever tricks he has planned.
Yeah, like that one time he decided to fool his brother into allowing Henry to give the kid a haircut to make himself scarier for Halloween. And by haircut, I mean turning him into a curly blonde version of Mr. Burns for the holiday. Or that time he made Peter stay up in a tree at night because he tricked him into thinking fairies were real. I mean, who's dumb enough to fall for that?
Pop up. Henry's manipulation has only really been shown to be effective on people young and foolish enough to fall for them, such as Peter and his friends, who are likely far younger than Henry himself is. While this isn't always the case, this is more often than not. There's a movie based off of this show.
Yeah.
On on some cases, you'd be mistaken if you got Perfect Peter mixed up with Peter Griffin. No. No, that is no.
Peter Griffin.
Hey,
Hey,
Lois. Anyways,
hey, Peter.
but I digress. Alongside Henry's manipulative line skills and his improvisation, the boy is also quite capable of being sneaky and cunning, like a fox, being able to sneak around his house late at night and the like. Oh wow.
Stealing candy, probably. Not that he needs any sort of sweet food to keep him active. The boy's hyper as hell, and he's actually been stocked with some equipment too. Most of these things are toys and such, and can really inconvenience the unlucky soul coming up against him.
Like Henry's special boots, Ruda Toots. These shoes are like roller skates that, as their name implies, make a stunningly loud noise when worn. Noise is Henry's key ability, with the noisiness not just coming from those boots, but coming from his own stereo. As you can expect, Henry's stereo, when used, is always turned up full blast, even having caused things in Henry's house to shake. This is the least interesting matchup we've seen.
Jesus, that loud? And he lives in one of those joined up English houses too. I can see why his neighbors hate the kid so much, let alone his parents. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a loud guitar to go along with it too. Oh wait, he does.
Alongside Henry carries a water zapper water gun and a goo shooter. Oh no, not the goo shooter. Not the
I'm
goo
gonna shoot you
shooter.
too.
Oh no. Put your pants back on. To go along with it, you can expect the water to be an inconvenience and the goo to be an icky, sticky mess to clean up after. Makes you wonder why his parents allow him to have this stuff in the first place.
I have one of the. I have. Wait, fuck up. Man, could be worse. His parents could be like my dad, giving me the belt for not living up to the potential of the better Maverick hunters.
God. Maverick, you buffoon. We were created in a Reploid production factory. We've never had parents. How many of those fake memories have you had stuck in the head of yours?
I have one of us getting drunk on a raid during a raid on a Maverick attack in an alcohol factory. Does that count?
An alcohol factory. Okay.
Booze.
Anyway, back on to Henry. Henry's equipment basically consists of a whole bunch of toys he's he's acquired over his childhood, but pranking in another key trait of Henry's, and it certainly has the equipment to go with that too. Henry carries stink bombs, which not only stink the place up, but create a semi-thick green gas cloud. Alongside that, he has a gross food kit that he once used to frame his brother at a dinner party for his mother's boss. Why is that useful in a fight? And
I
things
don't
like
know.
plastic bugs. How is this useful? You know, the typical Bart Simpson stuffs. Speaking of, he also has a slingshot too. I want to learn more about the slingshot than the fucking gross food kit.
It's a slingshot. What the fuck do you expect? It's slingshot.
I don't know. Maybe
But basically,
if
if he eats rocks and shit, nice. That's bound to leave a mark, like his special yo-yo from the movie, which can grapple objects and levers and all that crap.
Papa.
The yo-yo Henry used to latch onto the lever in the game show during the movie was magnetic, hence how it was capable of pulling off such a feat.
With all that equipment behind him, you can bet that Henry, at full potential, is a capable force to be reckoned with. His achievements in the past have also been pretty...
Whoa. You're forgetting about the fact that this kid can literally turn into a fucking dinosaurs and gorillas. How can you ignore such a huge detail about a regular kid?
Actually, Maverick, nerd emoji, Henry's ability to turn into animals is merely an exaggeration of him towering over his targets or being bigger than them, effectively being a simile to convey how threatening Henry is in the moment, compared to say Greg Heffley's exaggerations in Diver Wimpy Kid.
Aw, you like ruining everyone's fun.
It isn't fun. It's our job to research the abilities. Ahem. Excuse me for that, folks. Like I was going to say, Henry's cunning and his equipment have helped him to pull off some talented feats. For example, the movie, in which Henry was able to outwit his way in a kid's game show using what he could find around him, like his yo-yo and his hamster Fang.
You think that's impressive? Henry's actually a pretty tough kid in the cartoons and books he came from. Him playing soccer is one of the times where he can be quite tough. Barging into people off the ball and overpowering defenders. Shame that recklessness gets him in trouble. I wouldn't mind seeing him be on the receiving end of this in a game as his penalty. Heh. The fuck is that? Put that fucking picture on screen.
What does this say? Smoke weed or die?
Oh yeah.
No one's gonna get that. I'm gonna have to show you fucking Sonic Inflation Adventure one day. God damn it.
What the fuck?
Don't worry about it.
I am.
He's also capable of playing alongside his pal, Aerobic Al, who's who's an athlete level runner at his best. These are like fucking Garten and Bam names. Now, it should be noted that Henry is not as fast as Al, nor is he as energetic. In fact, Henry during physical education is average when it comes to his stamina. He gets tired fairly easy after a certain amount of exercise.
Probably the candy he's gorged on all these years. Maybe his green should be eaten for once, rather than greasy ketchup-covered fries and Borgars. Then again, the talk of that is making me hungry.
Well, Henry isn't exactly perfect. Then goes to his little brother. Anyway, Henry himself, while cunning, has been outwitted before by the likes of Moody Margaret and her friends. Oftentimes, Henry's own plans actually turn against him, which contribute to the constant screaming of the word No, at the end of some episodes.
He's not exactly the smartest either. He can barely spell the word homework, for crying out loud. Don't take that away from his strategic mind, though.
Alongside the stamina struggles, the outwitting of his plans, and the constant trouble he gets in, Henry's stuff is incredibly limited. You can only have so much goo, water, and projectiles before running out, and it's not like he carries tons of it on his person. Some equipment also isn't suited to combat either, like the horrible foods set of his. Then why did you mention it?
I don't know. All the die-hard Horrid Henry fans out here would be like, Bro! Bro! Why'd you leave that out? Bro!
Yeah, all two of them.
Yeah. This is my line? Oh, yeah. You can't forget Henry's not a fighter either. And he doesn't have much in the way of brawling experience other than lightly grappling and pushing around Peter time and time again.
His setbacks may make him limited, but don't underestimate Horrid Henry. Not only has he pulled off some of the best schemes he could possibly come up with, he
God
also
damn it.
contributed heavily in saving his school from being shut down by a mega rich snooty villain, and has gotten his way many times.
Horrid Henry is no mere nickname. He sums him up in the experiences you have encountering him very well. Have fun being covered in goop and deafened by his music. Eureka! That's it!
Urethra!
Put that on the screen now.
Urethra! You have to send it to me so I can remember to put it in the video.
Yeah.
Death Battle! Man, I love that show.
This is gonna be the bulk of the fucking episode.
Yeah. Alright, the unsurprisingly short analysis are over, and you all know the drill by now.
It's time for a death battle!
It's time for a death battle!
You do narrating, because I narrated the last story we recorded.
Yeah, I know. Royal Woods in Michigan, the home of a large family consisting of 11 kids living under the same roof. Yeah, Royal Woods is well known for that fucking family. One boy and 10 girls. And today, that one boy was going out and about with his sister, Lynn's soccer ball under his arm. Behind him strolled a decently large group of his friends, namely the usual group of Rusty, Clyde, Zach, Liam, and Stella. But also with him were a couple of his other friends, the popular girls in his middle school, Molly and Jordan. All 8 of the kids were there to play four-a-side football with the new mini soccer field that had been set up at the park. And while on their way there, they talked and jocked. Wait,
does it actually say that? They talked and... Where the fuck is that?
Right there.
They joked.
Oh. I thought it'd be funny if it was like, oh yeah, there's bees. Oh yeah, if it was jocked, it would be a C there.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said it. I thought it would sound funny. Talked and jocked. Like they usually did. Whether it be about certain events at Jordan's pool party last summer. What the fuck are they referring to? Which Molly still teased a certain someone for. Or just the girls bragging about how they were better at soccer.
I'm telling you guys, our national team is doing better than the men are. We've just got better class.
Stella joked, elbowing the white-haired boy walking next to her, who was the one she was replying to. Joking back, the kid in the orange shirt simply laughed.
The orange-clad boy.
Here's the thing, like, with this, like, there's a story out there, like, they keep referring to Lincoln as anything else other than his actual name. Like, the orange shirt kid, the ass and hair boy, or the chipped tooth boy.
The orange-clad boy.
The orange-clad boy. The loud of Lincoln.
The loudest boy of man.
The chipped tooth boy, God.
Why? Well, the majority of them playing in England to get better. Besides, Germany and France are better than us in both versions of the game anyway. I don't see what the problem is.
I'm just surprised you're even wanting to play any sports with us ladies.
Molly told him.
Do you know how competitive Jordan gets at sports? Look at her in dodgeball.
She then giggled, with the friend group of the white-haired child going red in the face at the mere thought of Jordan's powerful strikes overpowering them again.
Why isn't she in Death Battle?
Why that's in like Star Wars story? Powerful strikes to the penis.
Penis hurt. Just penis hurt sad.
Car in the corner. Settle down, you guys. I think I hear a child in trouble. The certain light brown-haired popular girl told the group. As loud yells of
Get off!
and
It's mine!
could be heard. One of the voices sounded like a British kid, and the other struck the white-haired kid's friends as familiar as they looked at him.
Sorry, you do it.
Bro, isn't that your younger sister? Rusty asked his friends, whose eyes looked like they wanted to murder someone. Yeah, seems to be. You guys go ahead and wait up. I'll be back in a bit, he said, his friends walking off to get to the football pitch. While the white-haired kid, see, I'm telling you, they don't refer to him as Lincoln, stormed over to the British child and his younger twin sister, Lana, who was struggling to pry a goose shooter off the child's hands.
Oh.
Specifically the hands of Horrid Henry. Hey, Lana, this kid giving you trouble? He asked his sister, who had been pushed to the ground, goose shooterless, and was on the verge of tears.
Do you feel like a man when you push her around? It's that kid! It took this cool goose shooter I found in the trash away from me, saying it's his.
The mechanically gifted 7-year-old told her caring brother, who simply rolled up his orange sleeves. Lana, you go over to the soccer field and...
Strong starts playing.
Lana, you go over to the soccer field and meet up with my friends. I'll deal with this.
Dun 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 dun.
Hold on, I'm sorry. As the girl jogged off, carrying Lynn's soccer ball for her brother, drying her eyes to help her see where she was going easier. We didn't need to know that. The 12-year-old locked eyes with Henry. When you mess with one of his sisters, be it older or younger, then you mess with Lincoln Loud too. Alright, what's the big idea? He shouted, capturing the attention of his friends in the distance.
Maybe if your wubby little sister didn't get her film all over my goose shooter, then I wouldn't have pushed her. Oh. Oh no. Ew, God, ew, yuck, yuck.
You're doing this in public too? What the fuck?
Oh God, this is disgusting. I don't know what they do over there in England, but here in America we have this thing called public decency.
Yeah. You wear your fursuit in the comforts of your own home.
Yeah.
Henry growled back.
Land of the free.
Yeah. Free for all. Henry growled back, with Lincoln getting steadily angrier. For one, I'll have you know my sister isn't a worm. And two, I'll have you realize that unlike your home country, we do things a little differently around here, he said, pointing a finger right towards Henry's face.
Don't you know who I am? I'm Horrid Henry, and this town belongs to the leader of the Purple Hand Gang. What are you supposed to be? Smelly nappy baby with his little wemmy toad?
That's like a kid-friendly Tails Gets Trolled sentence right there.
You should take a timeout now.
It's like a bunch of like random insults that don't connect to each other well.
Like that insult simulator game.
But like everyone takes it very personally.
Oh, you fucker! I'm going to kill you.
What? What did I
No,
say?
no, not that. That's what fucking Lincoln said to Henry.
Oh, yeah. He lightly insulted, or rather, severely insulted, as Lincoln's anger came out full force. He's autistic.
Autism rage.
I'm Lincoln Loud, Henry, and I don't allow for bullies like you to say things like that to my sister. He yelled at the top of his voice. Guys, getting so angry here. It's our hero, by the way, with Henry snarks of,
So what are you going to do about it, worm?
what are you gonna do about it, bitch? Finally pushing Lincoln over the edge. As to the shock of his friends and younger sister watching, Lincoln pounced on Henry, and the two getting tangled in a roll. When they stopped rolling, Lincoln was on top of Henry's back, pulling back on his left arm.
Get off me!
Henry shouted, also as loud as he never had shouted. Fight!
Kill
him! Henry used his legs to good effect as soon as the battle started, with him managing to pull his leg up far enough to smack Lincoln in the back hard enough to push him off. Henry stood up to his feet and picked up his lost goo shooter, aiming it towards Lincoln's face with the intentions of sliming him.
Ha! This is too easy.
By this video came out, the Nickelodeon documentary would be available, right?
Yes, it's already available.
Oh, really?
Yes, I've told you this before.
Oh, I think I forgot then. Henry laughed as he fired the goo only for Lincoln to dodge it with minimum difficulty. Lincoln's backwards roll led into a jump to his feet as Henry began blasting the goo shooter at his target. Lincoln ran around, sliding under the high shots of goo and jumping over the ones aimed at his feet, as he pulled off a forward roll and whipped out his trusty Ace Savvy cards with paper cutting edges. Where were these in the fucking analysis?
Maybe they were in his magic kit.
They didn't mention it. They mentioned the fucking smoke screen.
I don't know, man.
Ace Savvy is on the case! Lincoln chuckled, throwing the sharp cards at him. The British child used the goose shooter to block the cards, which tore through the plastic barrel containing the slime and left slices in it. It's paper against plastic. Anyways.
Hey, that was mine!
Henry huffed at the sight of his ruined toy as Lincoln shrugged. My cards are covered in goo. How do you think I feel? He replied, watching the goo drip out. Stop!
Stop saying goo!
Throwing it to the side, Henry rushed for his 12-year-old enemy with the intentions of tackling him to the ground. However, Lincoln had flashes of Lynn doing the same in his mind, effectively informing him of what was to come. So then Henry dived. Lincoln moved out of the way accordingly. Diving to the left, Lincoln fished in his pocket for more sharp Ace Savvy cards and threw them at the grounded Henry. It was grounded. Who noticed his trusty water zapper by his side? Picking it up, the sitting Henry blasted each individual card with water, to which the cards stopped flying and fell to the ground. Lincoln was standing up and tried finding more cards, only to be blasted by a gushing blast of water in his face, making him stumble back, The more horrible child, reminding himself of his soccer skills, barged Lincoln while he was distracted, driving his elbow into Lincoln's gut. The white-haired child was dazed and shook his head to regain his vision properly. Unfortunately, it wasn't quick enough, as Lincoln was smacked in the face by the end of the water zapper. His right eye was not blackened by the attack, but was bruised under his lower eyelid. You got a black eye then.
He's just like, oh, dude, ow! He's like, ow, 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 ow. He's like, I'm gonna tell on you, asshole.
I'm gonna tattle. And this
Don't.
And this
Alex
got
hit me too. Don't tell Mom.
And this got Lincoln really mad. Uh-oh! Was Henry's word before he and Lincoln got tangled again. This time in a cartoon-like fight cloud that ended with Henry holding Lincoln's head under his arm. Of course, as they were just kids, Henry used his fist to push against Lincoln's head, the brother of 10 being released with a sore head and messed up wet hair. Again, he was dazed as the leader of the Purple Hand used a karate kick to hit Lincoln's chest, throwing him back to the ground, which he rolled backwards on. However, Lincoln got back to his feet immediately as soon as he stopped rolling, the white-haired boy throwing 3 cards in one go at the Brit, who ducked to avoid the cards. However, Lincoln merely chuckled.
What's so funny, Worm?
Henry forcibly asked, about to grapple Link by the collar of his polo shirt. However, Lincoln smirked back. I guess you don't know that those are special edition A Savvy Boomerang cards, he smugly stated, as the trip of cards were on their way back. This is more the cards are used more than everything else in this fucking story. Why
to be fair, it just started. It just started.
What are you talking about? No, it didn't.
The fight just started. Lincoln has only used this card. Fair, I get what you're saying. Well, then again, every other thing Lincoln has is capable of blowing up a fucking house.
Apparently. He carved a hole in a fucking computer while it's on, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets it when high temperature hits a computer, it fucking explodes.
No, Lincoln's just way too cool.
Yeah, Lincoln's too cool and strong and sexy.
What?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, alright. Okay.
I don't like how Superman looks at me.
He knows what you just fucking said, dude.
Yeah. What did you say?
I'm gonna kill you, dude.
Henry howled like a wolf in pain as Lincoln safely
jumped like a bear.
Center as he jumped for the center card before reaching the right card and diving for the left, which he also caught. How does that work? Alright. The pain Henry felt was minor, but as per usual, he overreacted, not noticing that Lincoln had somehow vanished in a puff of magic smoke. Lincoln's magic kit aided his escape, as Henry, feeling the blood dripping down his ears and neck with his right hand, focused instead of waiting for his target to come out of hiding, armed with his water zapper in hand.
What? The fuck? Where is this? All right, smelly baby worm. I'm going to give you 3 seconds to come out.
Henry announced to Lincoln, not paying attention to the tree above him, much like his counterpart did. Henry looked to the viewer and asked, like fucking Dora the Explorer,
Where's a good hiding place around this town?
Oh, Henry did this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Henry looked to the viewer and asked.
From above, in a tree branch, Lincoln used his spy kit's trusty little pincer to snatch away Henry's water zapper from his hand, with the target yelling,
Hey, that's mine!
Upon looking up, Henry noticed that Lincoln had jumped from the branches with his water zapper gun in hand, yelling, "That's my audience you're talking to!" And the end of the zapper slammed into Henry's face, like Henry had done to Lincoln not too long ago. However, this time it connected with his nose of the target, and as Lincoln landed, Henry clutched the middle of his face. His nose was bleeding. "Don't worry," Lincoln said. "Allow me to wash that off for you." He chuckled, spraying lots of water in Henry's face. The horror! Water! Oh no!
I'm gonna get all wet!
I'm gonna get... Oh no, I'm gonna get hydrated. This threw the young British terror to the grass, landing on his backside. He was thankfully able to see just in time to find Lincoln using his smoke bombs from his magic kit to disappear from sight. And immediately Henry knew that Lincoln was trying to do. When he got up, Henry turned his head to see Lincoln about to push the front of his toy shooter into his far less bloody face. But to the American's shock, Henry actually caught the weapon and pushed Lincoln away with it. Lincoln was edging ever so closer to the busy road.
Oh, Lincoln, you shouldn't be doing that in the middle of a fight.
God, slowly getting closer and closer to the end of the park's grassy area and closer to the edge of the sidewalk. Lincoln's friends were getting worried, as was Lincoln, with Henry trying his best to break Lincoln's spirits.
Is this me?
Yeah.
What's wrong, little worm? Too scared? Or are you scared I'll hurt your sister?
He taunted.
Your smelly nappy baby sister and your wormy family.
Each word was getting to Lincoln, but what really did it to him was his friends being dragged into it too.
Or what about your scared little baby friends and their smelly little school in the middle in this wormy little toad town?
I want everyone in the audience to go onto the Tales Gets Trolled website and go to I think chapter 1, page 17, and go all the way down to this guy right here. This is what I imagine Horrid Henry looking like. This guy right here.
Yeah.
Say the line in Henry's voice.
Your girl goes around fucking all the fags with her man penis. They call her Big Daddy.
Say this too.
Alright. You're a fag that likes taking Miracle Whip in the face like a fucking hoe. You're a retard. Such a retard that sucks on dinosaur nipples.
God. This is what he should have been saying. Like, Henry's like trolling like Lincoln so hard.
Lincoln gets trolled.
Yeah. And it's us as the trolls and we don't die in the end.
Yeah, we win.
Henry kept single-handedly shooting down Lincoln's friends, only for the middle child of his family to shout, "Shut up!" As Lincoln Loud dropped the gun and did something he never thought he would ever do. He reeled his fist back, and with the anger built up inside of him, Lincoln delivered a loud smack of his fist.
Talking shit. Wouldn't you know? I reached back like a pimp and I slapped the hoe.
Of his fist right to Henry's face, pushing him back instead. Lincoln then started going to town on Henry. Oh no! Pushing him back by delivering
Lincoln!
sharp jabs to the horrid boy's face. Don't say things about my friends! He slowly turned into Whitey.
God.
with the loudest defense of the siblings and friends yet, Lincoln finished his assault with a supercharged uppercut right to Henry's chin, sending the child flying. some of his teeth literally flying out of Henry's mouth, which spluttered out some blood. Henry's body fell to the ground. The kid almost cried in pain. Lincoln, at this point, someone should have called the police. Lincoln shook his wrist, having felt it crack when he threw the final punch, but simply chose to ignore the minor pain he was feeling. Henry looked up to see Lincoln towering over him. He looked in his pocket for something that could help him.
Eureka! That's it!
Urethra! He exclaimed.
Urethra!
He exclaimed, finding some stink bombs which Henry activated by slamming them to the ground. Green smoke filled the air the two were in, with Lincoln coughing and sputtering, while Henry quickly crawled out to avoid the smell. Lincoln was gasping for air, allowing Henry to set up his stereo, which he played one of the songs from his favorite show, Gross Class Zero, on at full volume. The large sound waves moved away the stinky smoke, and quickly had Lincoln and the ground around him beginning to shake violently. Lincoln tried to push forward, but the slow recovery time from nearly being suffocated was taking its toll. Henry had noise-canceling headphones on, meaning he could stand near the stereo and watch Lincoln's eardrums burst. However, Lincoln began pushing through, and through, and through. That's a bad sentence. Despite the fact he was getting closer to the source of the sound, his ears were pushing through it just like Lincoln. Just like Luna, huh? Lincoln's head told himself. Not Lincoln himself. Lincoln's head. He has a separate personality talking to him.
Yeah, don't you?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Alright. Let's see. No biggie. I can get to him through louder noises. Henry started to notice Link catching up to him, running towards him even. Henry stepped backwards and tripped and tried to make it harder for Lincoln, but forgot one thing. His stereo was left unguarded, and Lincoln got to pick it up without much of a problem. Then he switched it off, and grasping it by the handle, he slammed the device into Henry's face. He would have been fucking dead. Launching him a fair distance away, once the assault was finished, the police are not here. The police are not a concept in this fucking world. Lincoln chucked it away, the device and the disc inside shattering with ease. Watch out, Henry, because the man with a plan is here. Lincoln whispered, using his spy kit's laser wristwatch to cut two parallel lines in the ground, joining them at the bottom, and against Henry's knowledge. Not that he would see it as if it was covering by the grass. It took a moment, but eventually Lincoln and Henry both stared each other down, the British kid now on his feet having recovered. The sliced ground looked something like a bigger version of this. Yeah, we get it.
When we first... Okay, so yeah, that's what... I remember when we first did this, we couldn't figure out what the fuck that was. But I now know, it's like, oh, it's that shape.
Yeah. Henry wiped the blood away from the cut on his face, now unfazed by the constant attacks, while Lincoln shook his sore wrist and blinked his bruised eye quickly. It was a good old-fashioned standoff, and both parties were looking just as malicious as the other. Lincoln's friends and Lana watched on, not calling the fucking cops, eager to see how their good friend, older brother, would deal with this. Alright, I have my Ghost Blaster, which can do this, Lincoln told his rival, blasting a solid hole through the tree trunk behind Henry's position. What have you got? He asked, placing the device back in his pocket. Henry simply smiled with the smuggest face a kid like him could ever put on.
I have my Gross Class Zero magnetic yo-yo worm.
Do you think if, like, Horrid Henry was made by a British person, it would be American?
I don't know.
Like Ed's World USA?
Oh God, I don't know.
Hey, Perfect Peter! Want to take a drink of my Bud Light beer?
Yes.
He hissed back, as the two kept staring at each other. Alright, Henry. How about we settle this in a good old Western way? You like the West, right? Fuck off. Lincoln questioned his adversary, who nodded. Okay then, if this was a Western, I'd say draw. Who's the fastest in the West? Got that line from a Japanese series I watched once. Ready?
Just hurry up, Worm.
Henry impatiently huffed, as Lincoln immediately drew his blaster. I got the blaster. However, Henry had long since shot his yo-yo towards the metallic device and snatched it out of Lincoln's hand as the yo-yo wrapped it up in its string. Having lost the weapon, Lincoln whimpered, "Oh boy," as Henry slowly walked forward.
Oh, how the tables have turned on you, Worm! Ha ha! I basically win now!
He laughed at the white-haired American middle schooler strolling forward. Just a little closer, Lincoln's mind echoed, with Henry getting closer and closer.
If there's one thing you smelly, nappy babies should have learned,
He continued to remark.
it's that now I'm here in town, the purple hand thing.
The Ku Klux Klan.
Oh!
God, should have said that before falling down. Like, holy shit.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
Bingo! Lincoln's mind cheered as in the middle of the chant, the section of ground suddenly gave way under Henry. The square of ground that had fallen acting like a revolving door in an old western bar. The final speech
That's not how that worked!
interrupting screams of
No!
screeched from the underground as the square of dried mud and grass returned to its regular position. That's not how it fucking works, you idiot.
Shut up! Shut up! This sucks.
The only way that's possible is that there's a fucking, like, ghost haunting this park.
Well, I mean, Henry did have Lincoln's ghost blaster.
Oh, yeah. That is true.
Maybe that has something to do with it.
Screeched from the underground as the square of dried mud and grass. Yeah. Lincoln slowly put his mud shoes, also from his spy kick, on and jumped and squirted mud all around where he had sliced the ground. There! Hopefully that'll dry in the sun after a few minutes, Lincoln informed himself. Henry's screams now being silent as they were muffled by tons of dirt. At this point, I know I said this a lot, but, like, the cops should, like, this is a public park, right?
Yeah. What?
And at any moment, anyone can see this fight happening, see Lincoln fucking killing this kid, and go, I'm calling the police. He would have been fucking arrested there.
Yeah. Fuck. My fucking God! I forgot about that. I forgot how fucked up this is.
This fucking town is corrupted, man.
Yeah, Lincoln runs this fucking town. The Louds have a crime syndicate. He used his fucking fire and ice and water and lightning powers to fucking control the town. He is king here.
God, there's only two people that can stop this fucking tyrant.
Johnny Hawaii and Maverick.
Johnny Hawaii and Maverick, yeah. Johnny Hawaii and the loudest tyrant.
Yeah. Fucking
Johnny Hawaii in the case of the loudest tyranny.
Yeah.
There. That's the name of the sequel.
Loud oppression.
Not as good as Johnny Hawaii and the scent of salty seed, but
Hey, yo.
Picking up his ARG Ghost Blaster, Link blew over the top of it like it was a gun, and he didn't fire it, and slowly walked back over to his friends and little sister. Before he can leave, however, a red car slowed down, and out of its front right window popped out Henry's mom.
Excuse me, little boy.
She yelled, with Lincoln turning his head to see who was calling him.
Yeah? Oh,
What's
sorry.
wrong? He politely asked.
You haven't seen our son Henry, have you? We've only just moved here, and I sent him to the park to find some new friends. Have you or your friends seen him?
She asked, with Henry's dad from the passenger seat, and on the left and Henry's brother, Perfect Peter, looking at Lau from the back seat, all doing crack. Sorry, miss, we haven't seen him, he rushed to speak, as Henry's mum nodded, re-entering the car again and driving off into the distance. Lincoln brushed the sweat off his forehead, whispering, Phew! As he rushed to meet up with the gang again to play some soccer. See, readers and viewers, when you have a history of facing your siblings, people with tricks like him end up being another flash in a pan. You just killed someone, you bastard.
You killed a child, a little kid. You didn't. It wasn't even a quick death. He is still alive down there. You monster! Lincoln, you are going to hell when you die.
He told the viewers, much like he usually did when given a chance. Anyway, I guess that's where I've got to split for now. Hey guys, wait up! He yelled, jogging off. Yeah, they're running away from Lincoln because he just fucking killed someone.
Yeah, it's like, Jesus Christ, Lincoln! He was being a little mean to your sister because they were fighting over a toy. You just fucking killed him! What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh my god.
Get the fuck away from us! If you come near me again, I will call the fucking police!
I'm going to call the police anyways because you fucking killed someone.
Go before I kill you right now!
Oh god.
You monster!
You okay, man?
Sociopath!
You okay?
No! Just kill the kid! Kill someone!
Spook has just been holding his rage all pent up.
He hates the Loud House!
Oh boy. Anyways, the camera slowly panned from Lincoln on the surface of all the way down underground, where from below, 15 feet underground, 15 feet underground, Henry's body was mangled and essentially destroyed from the waist down, bleeding very heavily while cramped between two parts of nigh unbreakable dirt. It's dirt, you idiot. However, Henry was still alive and ineffectively shouted,
Oh my fucking god!
gotta say,
You know, this feels like more like an early death battle, because generally in death battle they don't have the characters perform like out of character or overly brutal like finishers on their opponent anymore.
Yeah.
Like in the early days they might have, but not anymore. Now it tries to be more like accurate to the character, not this fuck. Oh my god. Oh, I hate this. I hate the fucking Loud House so much.
Me too. Anyways, can you say
Finish
like,
so I can.
Can you say help? Sure. To no avail.
Help.
He would have to suffer in a tight underground space until he bled out. And for real,
Fucking
that
Christ.
wouldn't be too long. I think this guy hates Horrid Henry.
I think this guy fucking loves the Loud House.
And is fucking schizophrenic. We shouldn't really be.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that.
I'm not gonna fight you on it though.
Yeah, whatever. KO!
I don't know what to comment on. The fact that Lincoln Loud actually wanted a fight, or the fact that Henry's death has got to be one of the most fear-inducing I've ever seen on the show. Tight spaces, buried underground and bleeding out. Shudders.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up. I hate you.
You're not the Maverick I know.
Yeah, fucking Maverick. Maverick would shit talk Lincoln for not putting his goddamn head on a spike.
Well, at first, this battle didn't seem like it would have even ended in a legitimate victory due to the combatants just being normal boys. This battle was in fact pretty clear cut. While Henry is somewhat of a decent leader of his gang and is pretty intelligent, Lincoln Loud is just on a whole other level. It's almost like this is a bad matchup.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking stupid. It didn't help that anything Henry could do mentally, Lincoln could do better or counter. Henry comes up with a plan to trick Lincoln. Link thinks quick a way out of it. Henry tries manipulating him with lies. No biggie. Lincoln can easily see through that as he usually does because he's not an idiot. What I'm trying to say is that Lincoln here is far more intelligent of the two. They don't call him the man with the plan for nothing now, do they?
Believe it or not, it wasn't merely intelligence that Lincoln triumphed in. In fact, the only thing we could potentially see Lincoln struggling to surpass Henry is in speed and strength, as they were about equal. Besides that, Lincoln's equipment was better, as we established. He was also smarter, and most of all, he's cool. He's cool, and he's super strong. He gets all the ladies. I mean, he's been through much, much worse than what Henry has been through.
Pop-up. Lincoln even takes physical combat over Henry, as Henry has rarely been in brawls similar to Lincoln's ones, where it was 1 versus 9, not counting Lily's scenario.
Let's start with that equipment. The meat of Lincoln's and Henry's potential. While all of the stuff in their arsenals was just toys and not much else, Lincoln's toys have actually shown to be capable of damaging walls and bookshelves, compared to Henry's, which are just really just inconvenience to Lincoln more than anything else.
For example, while Henry did have a yo-yo, all that was really good for was catching on to metallic objects. Lincoln's equivalent were his Ace Savvy cards, which while they are just paper toys, can actually cut things like paper can do to your skin. After all, they're not called paper cuts for nothing yet, but they wouldn't cut fucking plastic.
You fucking dolt.
Is this worse than Huggy Wuggy versus Freddy?
I don't know.
I feel like it's up there.
Somehow Spinosaurus versus Springtrap is the best one. Like, in terms of like how much the matchup actually worked, surprisingly, and how enjoyable it was to read.
I don't know, I'm having a good time.
Maybe. I gotta get this over with.
Yeah. Spooky.
Oh yeah. The Goose Shooter against those mud shoes of Lincoln's spy kit were a one-way battle. While the slime is certainly icky, Lincoln's mud has left a family of Georgia spies, full human beings, mind you, reared to the ground for a short time, and as such should be much stronger. And the water zapper is just a water gun. What's that got to do to the Ghost Blaster, which has left holes in ceilings and bookshelves before?
Apparently a lot, considering that Henry got fucking pushed by it.
Yeah.
And it's not just the Ghost Blaster. The lasers of Lincoln's, also from the spy kit, could slice through the computer's solid metal / plastic structure. Very impressive. Which much better than water can do to such material. And going back to the yo-yo's grappling, Lincoln could just as easily use his spy grabber to get the yo-yo away from Henry's grasp. Lincoln's sneakiness was originally thought to be similar to Henry's sneaking skills, but unlike Henry, Lincoln can quickly disappear from sight through his magic kit's smoke bombs.
Up next is strength. And because both are typically just normal kids in terms of their physical strength, it was pretty even here. But here's the difference. Lincoln and Henry might not be physically tough, but Henry is just a regular kid in the durability department, too. Guess who doesn't have that problem? You guessed it, Lincoln doesn't.
Lincoln has survived being mauled by a pack of raccoons twice, has been crushed by a large amount of heavy objects, and he is as tough as his siblings. Lola has survived being smashed through the wall in Flip's gas station by a kick of a bull, while Luann has survived a billboard injury, which would paralyze or outright kill a normal human. Being at worst, I still don't believe that.
I don't care. So basically, it was a matter of which show used its nature as a kid's cartoon more, right, Silver?
In short terms, yes. What's the long term? The reason Lincoln was far more durable with the capability to survive such things, along with wielding toys that were actually capable of breaking things, was because the Loud House takes advantage of its cartoon status more than what Horrid Henry does. And that's not where Lincoln's advantage is in.
See, it wasn't just a case of anything you can do, I can do better. It was also a case of Henry's tricks being things Lincoln has put up with for most of his childhood, through none other than his siblings. See, Henry's loud, rude toots, his stereo, and his guitar being incredibly dangerous to his eardrums. Big deal. Lincoln's been through Luna's loud music more times than he can count, and her amplifiers are even bigger and louder than Henry's stereo.
Henry's prankster weapons, such as stink bombs, water shooters, and slime blasters, are all things that tie into the traits that Lincoln's older sister, Luann, has. And Lincoln's been through a lot of her dangerous April Fool's pranks before. Messy liquids like slime also tie into Lana, making messes with mud and the like as well. And Henry's physical prowess, such as barging into people like he does a lot in soccer, is something that Lincoln has experienced worse versions of through Lynn's roughhousing.
Basically, everything Henry could pull out of the bag, Lincoln has either encountered before or he pulled off himself. So Henry's tricks were not as hard to get past as it would seem at first. And this isn't even bringing up that his dinosaur transformation gimmicks being exaggerations of Henry appearing bigger than his enemies. Papa. Even if Henry's transmutation was legitimate, he only used these forms to push others around and scare people off rather than straight up attack someone with deadly intentions. Given that scaring Lincoln off wouldn't do anything to help him win the battle, these forms would be rendered pretty useless.
Still a dinosaur and a gorilla.
I beg to fucking differ. I beg to differ. A fucking dinosaur.
Don't get us wrong. Henry was no slouch to face off against, yes he was. But when his opponents had experience with similar tricks and skills plenty of times in the past, Horrid Henry was left facing a horrid fate.
In other words, America won again.
The winner is Lincoln Loud. There's 5 comments. I don't want to read these.
Yeah, I don't really care about any of these fucking comments.
God.
Well, that
was a rough one.
Slog.
That was a rough one, dude.
If you join our Discord, don't contact the author. Join our Discord server.
Yeah.
If you contact the author, we'll fucking bury you under 15 feet of dirt. Join our Discord server and to submit more stories and chat with other cool people. Like, comment, subscribe, all the funny stuff. Share our videos around. Is that everything? Am I missing something?
Yeah, I think that's everything.
Alright, well, this has been original content, self-inflicted.
And we hate
Goodbye.
the Loud House in this house.
I will kill Lincoln with my bare hands.
Let's go kill Lincoln. Let's go kill Lincoln right now.
Alright.
And then when we say
Bye.
Lincoln, not President Lincoln, the Lincoln we've been talking about for the past hour and a half.
Yeah.